always do that.
The worst
And then I have to redo it all.
It looks awkward. You're like,
I'm like, oh shit, I have to do this.
What am I looking at way up here?
It's Thursday. Today is finally quiet enough for me to think and to weigh the little weaned lambs. It's been 3 days since I weaned them. They pretty much quieted down yesterday after 2 days, which is impressive. I'm very keen to see how they did, and I have a very special guest joining me today. I asked her to come to see how my Grober milk machine babies did. So Kristen Kelderman from Grober is coming. She's on her way. I'm gonna put her to work because that pretty girl, she needs to get dirty. She's gonna help me weigh these guys, and I just wanted her to see how the bottle babies did versus the ones we left with mom, because a lot of them were multiples that I just pulled off. So I think there's around 250, but we will get the full count after we run them over the scale. So I'm just getting set up now. I love that little one. Oh, she was so cute. She was my. She was the best. Not his family now. No. That's a rail. Do you remember me? You're a boy. So I'm here with Kristen. We've had a big afternoon. That was a big group. That was probably the biggest group of lambs. I did indeed have 250 lambs that I weaned. I will go through the data a little more hardcore to figure out how those bottle babies did. On a good note, I weaned the 19 lambs that were on the machine. Right. So kudos to you guys. Yay! They weren't that hard to get on. No. So that was my biggest thing, because when you're really busy, the biggest test will be this next lambing group, because I'll actually be lambing and trying to put them on the machine at the same time. That'll be a kind of a learning curve going forward. But I tell you, not having to worry about those bottle babies, the schedule, because it's like having kids and needing to be feeding them. There was a conversation going on Snapchat today. We're part of a sheep group, and the one guy said, you know, with field work going on right now, the last thing you want to do is get off the tractor to feed like 5 bottle babies or 10 bottle babies. It's all these little things that make a huge difference when you're trying to do more than just sheep farm, or if you've got other stuff going on.
Everybody's busy. Yeah, you have 5, 10, 50 things to do in a day, and you're lucky if you get 50% of them done. Yeah. So alleviating one of those critical things that later on down the line you want to make sure is right. That's what we hope to help with.
Just the fact that all 19 that I put on the thing actually lived was amazing. I weaned them after, I don't think it was quite 30. The problem with it, the group was spread out over 12 days. So I think probably I averaged about 35 days, I would say, that I weaned them off. They weaned really good. I think it took about 2 days of some crying, which is actually typical. I just weaned these guys this weekend. It was 2 days. Even that, it wasn't terrible. They were on feed really good, and I always had pails of water in that pen, and it made a big deal, big difference.
Critical. Absolutely.
All in all, the Grober lamb machine was definitely a godsend. I'm really glad I got it. I know I waited a long time to get it. Going forward, I will pull off more lambs.
Yes.
Going through those ewes yesterday, I was very, very happy with their condition and the condition of their udders. I think before, when I was having the triplets and quads still be drinking off them, I saw a lot more lumps and a lot more maybe instances of mastitis, and I didn't see nearly as much. I'll check them again in about a month, but I was pretty impressed, and they were full of milk. Like, they were still very highly productive. So I think pulling the extra lambs really helps the ewe too. The ewe themselves, which I think animal welfare, that portion alone is huge.
How did you wean them on the machine, Sandy? Did you start to cold turkey. I just took the nipples right out, cleaned the machine right out, had water there. I talked to a few people on it was again on Snapchat or something, and it's funny, you can find people that have the machine and what worked well, and they said don't baby them, just cold turkey right off them. They do get used to it if they've been drinking water, which you always know because your pails are empty or less full. And they were eating grain well. So I knew they would be okay. But cold turkey. Right off. I didn't make the lines longer or anything like that. I just want to thank you, Kristen. Thank you for the support for Grober for this machine. Well worth the money now that I actually have it and got off my wallet and bought one. Thanks for coming out. It's nice to see what it is. We see after, right? And I wanted you to see that. Absolutely. We sell the machines, and we always probably hear more of the this is broken and that is broken and this needs to be fixed. But to actually see the lambs and see them coming through, and the next group, it'll be even better to see the, bigger numbers and stuff. And, but, that's important to us too. We want to hear that feedback and get to know what the practicality is of it. And we're always happy to help, happy to come out, happy to weigh and troubleshoot and do all that fun stuff that goes with it.
Service with a smile.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It kind of helps that she's a friend.
Kind of.
Thanks for joining us. I'm glad you came out, and have a good one.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. This week's shout out goes to Kristen and her friend Natalie. They're over on Double Dutch, their own YouTube channel. Check it out. Give them a like. Give them some love. Thanks, Kristen, again for coming out and helping me do this.